Alright, so here we have roll camera, and like I said, I'm going to be doing a solo playthrough of this today, along with kind of doing a review at the end of the game. We are trying to make a movie, and I know there's been plenty of other games with this theme, but I haven't played any of them. I just wanted to show you this one because I thought it was a neat game. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different roles. I'm going to be playing as the producer. I chose that randomly. Excuse me. And then you could also be a production designer. You could be the director. You could be the editor. You could be the cinematographer. Or you could be the star. But I shuffled them and I, put one out there for myself, and it was the producer. So for the easy setup for solo, because I don't win many solo games and I'm still getting used to playing solo games, I decided that I'm going to set up for easy. So we have a budget of $14 million and 11 weeks of our schedule for production. Now, what is actually happening in this game? This is a dice placement cooperative game. In more ways than one, we technically have 11 rounds to film 5 scenes over here. We may have moments where we get rounds back, depending on how things go. So at the beginning of each round, a production problem is going to happen, and it's going to flip over into that spot there. The reason I say this is because I'm going to go over the actions for everybody here before we start the game. You can choose to spend any 2 dice to resolve. But if this problem gets pushed down by other problems, it's going to be more difficult to solve. For example, if a problem slides down to here, you need 2 dice of the same face, and then this one needs 3 dice of the same face. You can also choose to build a new piece of the set or rearrange the set. You'll need 2 dice of the same type. Let me zoom in on the board a little bit here so we can all see it. And I'll be bringing stuff up and showing you all. You could also get an intern, where you spend a dice there, and you can put a dice to any side of your choice. But you're going to have a problem pop up. You could also have a production meeting where you have ideas that are going to come out of the deck. Now let's head back to build a new piece, because this is where you're going to be taking, for $1 million, a piece like this. I think it's $1 million. Is it? I just want to make sure that I'm saying that correctly. Budget. Well, I think just to say that it's one. Let's just call it $1. I don't want to impose the idea that it's millions of dollars. But yes, you spend $1 off of your budget, and then you can put this out. The blue is where dice can go. So, for example, this one needs to have that symbol on the dice, and it has to extend off of the blue here, or you can build on top of the blue here. But you're basically working to create these patterns, because you want to put these dice faces on the center spot. And the reason that's important is because you can film a scene. Now, the scene down here costs $2, but the quality of your film is going to go down. We'll talk about quality in a second. This one is $3, and that one is $4, and you'll get a schedule back. And this is your storyboard. Quality is how you're going to, if you make it to the end of your production, which is 5 scenes, you'll be judged on this. Now, if you ever end up between this red area, or pink, depending on how you're looking at it, you've technically lost. Those are all either lukewarm or bad reviews of your film. However, if you get all the way up here, it is a cinematic masterpiece. Or down to here, which is so bad, it's great. And I think that's just fantastic. So those are all the actions on the main board you're going to take. We are filming a movie called Mind-Blowing Unibrows, and those are just points that you get if you make it to the end of the game. I'm playing as the producer, and I have 2 specialty actions on my board, and this is shared between all players. So this is cut corners. I can gain $2, but a problem is going to come out. And then I have to spend 2 dice to delegate, and then I can flip any amount of dice to any face that I want to. However, that costs me $1. I'm just checking to make sure on something here with the double spots. So Yeah, so on the double spaces here, one die of any face and either one additional die of any face must be placed, or the pictured cost must be placed to take this action. So if I only have one and I wanted to use that spot, which are ideas that can be remaining out, then you just pay the cost there. All right, so let's take a turn. So this is problem. The art team is now using gold leaf paint for everything, assigning art department to any action, including placing on set, costs $1. So that goes up there, which means I can choose any 2 dice faces because it doesn't have the equal sign to overcome that problem. So now we roll our dice, and this is our crew. So I rolled a camera, 3 lighting, actually another camera, and an actor. Actor, is that what they call those dice? Just make sure. Actors, yep. So, I can now assign dice. So let's see what we've got, what we can do. So right now, purple gives us a bonus moving that way, and yellow and blues move it further down. We do have a blue, and we can try to do the whole so bad it's great thing. Mainly because we don't have a lot of stuff out here right now that helps with either of those. But if I try to do the blue, we're going to need some space. So let's go ahead and put these 2 here. And I am going to do this. Now remember, I said you could cover the blue. Because I'm looking at this blue scene here, and it needs the lighting right there. I'll actually put a lighting there for now. And it needs an actor. No more lighting is needed, and I'm not going to do much more, with these 2 dice, so we might as well just resolve the problem. And so it goes with the resolve side up, and it's tucked underneath the board. And anytime you complete 5 problems, you can choose to gain $2 or gain a round back. Because now we clear the dice. You do not have to pick up all the dice. In a multiplayer game, if it is a desperate situation, the people you're playing with can choose to pick those dice up. But overall, we know when I played with Jen, we tried to make sure we were getting the scenes done. Okay, so then we advance the schedule, and we head back to draw problem. So in the solo mode of this game, there's really nothing different. What you're looking for are cards that have like a 2-player symbol on it. Let's see if I got any yet. There's some that they don't have it, but it would have like the 2-player plus symbol there. And we just discard those. Otherwise, it's the same game. It's a problem. Someone spilled film developing fluid, and now everyone's all loopy on fumes. Put a blocked token over the production meeting action. This action cannot be taken. And you have these little tokens that block sections for the time being. So what kind of things are in this deck over here? Here are the cards that I was dealt. So this is bring on a night crew of film students to work for free. Re-roll and reassign up to 3 used dice of your choice. Shoot with a super sensitive satellite lens. This turn you may ignore 1 lighting or camera requirement on a scene card when shooting. And then this is use the crew members' bodies as organic microphones. Reroll any number of unused dice up to 2 times each. Any microphones are wild. So that's the type of stuff that you'd be able to play if the production meeting was open to us, which it's not right now. So let's go ahead and roll these dice. And this is a VFX dice face, which is a wild. Unless, of course, you actually need to use it as a VFX dice. So what I'm going to do, because I know I'm going to try to complete that scene, or we could try to complete this purple scene. It would just cost us a lot. Ooh, I should have lost $1 when I built the set. And actually, we're probably better off doing that scene because we're halfway there for making it. And we don't need as much dice here. So I'm going to place both lights. And I'm going to spend $1. Spend $1. And put this one like this. When you film the scene, any bonuses or hindrances will happen. So for example, if I put a dice there and we film that scene, then what's going to happen is the quality will go up. As of right now, I'm going to take this wild dice and put it right there. And, because like I said, you can basically keep dice in certain spots. But for now, I think I'm just going to not use it. Do I have to use all of them? Let's see. Assign dice. You do not have to use all the crew dice. Yep, so I'm going to just hold on that one then. So we clear the dice that weren't used, and we advance our schedule. All right, we have a problem. This one slides over, so now we need 2 dice of the same face to resolve that problem. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see the problems areas as well. Problem. The sound person needs complete silence so they can record room tone. Oh, so this is the case. We have a 2+, so this just gets discarded for a solo game. Somebody left the entire storyboard in the back of a taxi cab. Put a blocked token on the scene deck. You cannot shoot that scene or draw from that deck. Now that's a shame because we were going to try and film that scene. We'll have to adapt. Alright, so actually this worked out really well. So I have a wild VFX dice and a camera, and what I'm going to do is put that up here. And this will have the problem resolved. Alright. The last thing I needed was this art dice. So I'm going to place that dice on the scene. Oh, when the problem resolved, this got taken off. So now we'll film that scene. Spend $4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and because we're doing the expensive option, we gain a round back. And we have filmed this scene. It has no bonuses on the card. This one over here, you'll see the little the pink, you'd go up. So what we do is we take this, make sure we got everything good there, flip it, and it goes up top. We remove these dice, and anything underneath the dice that happened will get a bonus. So we gained quality. I mean, you don't have to remove the dice. You can keep them there, but it helps me to see if we got any bonuses in that area. Okay, so let's get our dice back. There was nothing left we could do anyway, and we'll advance the schedule. Okay. Problem. The director wants to do over 100 takes of the same shot. Each time you shoot a scene, lose a schedule. Oof. Let's take a look at what we roll. Okay. Not a bad roll if we have tons of actors. So, our bonuses are blue and yellow and purple, and we did a purple, so that'll help, but all of this here is not very useful for us. The actors got one of those where they can change the script. We can always choose a refresh action, which allows you to discard a card out of hand and refresh it and take a new one. We could also try to fix this problem so we can do a production meeting. And that might be our best option, because that is a very important action you'll need to take eventually. So in a solo game, we are because I used 2 actors to resolve that problem. So now I'm going to use another actor dice to go to a production meeting. I choose 1 card out of my hand, and I'm going to do the crew members' bodies as organic microphones, which will make my microphones wild this turn. So I'll put that in the pile, and then we draw 2 more from the deck in a solo game. So one here, hire a second unit of trained monkeys to shoot simultaneously. Pay $1 and draw a problem to gain 2 time. It's not bad. Or crumple that up and think of something cheaper or better. Discard 1 scene from, this is the storyboard over here. Then gain a money or gain quality. So I think out of the 3 ideas, you play one, and we're going to play this one. We're going to discard 1 scene. Let's go ahead and discard this scene. So everything else slides down, and we still have another red scene there. Red scenes are action. Blue is drama, purple is comedy, yellow is romance, and green is I don't remember. Let's find out. Green, which one are you? Okay, dramatic. Oh, sorry. Blue is tragic. Green is dramatic. So we discarded that scene. I could choose to gain money or quality. Let's try to get some quality going. And then I choose one of these two to keep. And I think we're going to keep this one. So it goes down over here. Now you can actually play 2 dice to activate that idea, or 1 dice and $1 to activate that idea. Okay, so now I've got to see what we can do for assigning dice. I really think this one might be not so bad, but we have that quality issue, and I'd like to try to get us out of the pink area there. So let's try the action scene. There actually isn't anywhere for me to put the dice. So what I will do is delegate with my producer. So I'm going to take, take the lighting and delegate, and instead of placing 2 dice, I'll take the money for now, because we're close to solving 5 problems. And then I can move any dice the way I want, and I'll make this an actor so we can go here, because we're going to need to build a new piece. Our best option actually is to do this tragic scene, but we will lose quality. However, we'll gain a quality. Because I need to know if I need to repurpose it instead, and that actually might be the better option, is to repurpose it. So let's do that. So we're going to try to go to that middle action scene. So we're going to do this and that. Okay, because then we have 2 diagonals and 2 diagonals. And next turn we can see what we can do. All right. We're going to clear the dice and advance our schedule. And we get a new problem, which is the script fell into a paper shredder. At the end of the turn, shuffle both the top and bottom script decks to create a new randomized script. Okay, that might actually work in our favor, because the scene storyboards are not coming out as well as I'd like them to. Keeping in mind that if we do film this scene, we will actually lose a time, because the director wants to take 100 takes of a scene. So I'm going to assign dice to the set first. And I would need an actor and a microphone. But remember, these VFX dice can also be used as wilds. Just checking on something here. It is wild. It can count as any other face. Okay. So, because I could put both of them there, but we are still ahead of schedule. So let me do that then. But what to do with these two? The first thing I think I'm going to do actually is a production meeting. So let's see what we can play. Oh, I should have had a third. I think you should always have 3 in hand. I'm going to do this turn. Tape the crew to the walls of the set. This turn you may assign blues to any space on blue or not for shooting a scene. And then the game will give me work that problem into the movie's script, resolve any problem, then gain a quality, and draw 5, spend an all-nighter redrawing the storyboards, draw 5 scenes from the bottom, choose to replace any 2. But I think this one might be our best bet. So I'm going to discard the one that I put into the pile, play this one, and then but I put this one in to play this idea, and then resolve any problem. We'll do the one that is going to cause us to get more issues, and then gain equality. Okay. Now, it did say to resolve it. It didn't say, yeah, I'm just wondering if I'd have to do the dice. I don't think so, because that was part of that action. I'm going to film this scene right here. This is our actor, VFX. This is our camera, and that's our microphone. So first things first, costs $3. 2, 3. All right, our budget's getting a little rough. We go up in equality. We flip it, and we have our second scene done. Okay, this one comes down. And I have one final dice. I think I'm going to have to cut corners, which is gaining $2 and adding a problem. The director and star have become romantically involved. At the end of each turn, lose a quality. If the quality marker is below start, gain 1 quality instead. So, first things first, we're going to gather our dice. Put us down one on the schedule. I just showed that to you upside down. I don't know why. And then shuffle both the top and bottom script decks to create a new randomized script. So shuffling the top of the script, we're going to be doing Forgive Me, which actually not a bad idea because we've got a double quality here. Forgive Me, Murder. And then we're going to lose a quality. Okay. And I forgot to take another one of these after the production meeting. All right, we need a new problem. Your studio space was double booked and you have to share it with a kids' karate tournament. At the end of each turn, move one set piece to a far corner of the set area. All right. Let's see what we can do with some of these problems, because they are becoming tricky. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to resolve this one here. And that's 5 resolved problems. Were any of those 2 players? No, okay. And I'm going to take $2 back. So I'm feeling pretty good about our time. So let's see. Now that the script is telling us we want tragic scenes, I think we could do something like that. But we will need to do some rearranging. And I think we might be... No, I have to get a new set piece. So, tell you what, I'm going to play the idea down here. And I'm playing 2 dice so I don't have to lose another quality. Which is draw 5 scenes from the bottom of the deck. Choose 2 to replace any 2 scenes and use the rest at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So actually, we've got a few green scenes, and that's not bad because for murder, we want green and red, or red and green, and we have a red complete. So I'm going to put you over here and you on here, and then these can all go back to the bottom. Because I should be able to place this dice right there. Oh wait, that's only. Okay, I can still make things work though. Yes, I'm actually going to place this here as prep for the next round. So let's clear the dice. We'll lose a quality at the end of the turn. And then this is going to fling all the way to the corner space because of the karate. At the end of the turn... Oh, sorry, here's the new problem. Doing things a little out of order. I'm sorry about that. The lead actor rented themselves a private diamond-studded hot tub limousine. At the end of each turn, lose $1. Let's see what we can get going on here. All right. Did I roll an art? Well, I rolled a VFX. And I'm going to rearrange this. That. Nope, it has to be... That piece is actually killing me here. I'm going to start working on some stuff. Tell you what, let's just do this for now. Though I probably should have bought a new one and it's going to get messed up anyway, but I really should resolve some problems. So I'm going to do this and this. I don't mind losing quality for now, but it'll probably be problematic sometime later. So lose a quality at the end of the turn, gain all the dice back, lose a week. All right, new problem. The night scene now needs to take place during the day. One additional lighting for each scene we do. So this goes right there. See what we got. So we are going to need some of that. Looking at this scene down here to save some money. Sure, we'll lose quality, but hopefully a lot of that will bump us up and out of the red. So, once again, too, I should mention that you don't get to score the game if you run out of your schedule or if you run out of money. What I need to see about shooting a scene does always have to be in the orientation that I'm looking at it from here. No, it doesn't have to be. Okay, so do I want to rearrange for the sake of that? The problem is the lighting. Let's go ahead and I'm going to put 2 actors here, spend $1. We're going to build a new set piece. It's going to be this one. So let's see. Really kind of messed myself up when I did. Oh wait, hold on. Oh no, we got rid of that problem. Yeah, let's. I'll have to wait another turn to film a scene because things got to be moved around. Wait, no, hold on a second. If I put that here, the lighting goes there, and then those two and that one. Okay, so now put that there. Put the camera here, the art there, and I'll put the other lighting here. Okay, so I'll lose a quality. We're back to start. So I'll just gain a quality at that point. We're down another week. As I clear my dice, problem arises. The cinematographer insists on shooting 120mm film. Each scene now costs $1 more to shoot. Okay, that's fine because I do want to get that scene done. And yes, we needed an actor. Okay. So we have the extra light because of the problem. So we're going to film this scene, which now costs $3. 1, 2, 3. And a lower in our quality, but it's going to have us gain a quality as well. Oh, that should be at the bottom of the deck, because that was that idea that did that for us. So it goes over here. Our head's on the start, which means if we get to an opportunity where we can score that by having 5 scenes shot, then that'll give us 2 quality. So then this, I have to go to a production meeting. Oh. So sorry for knocking it around there. Alright, so this should have been discarded because it has the player thing. So sorry about that. Didn't notice that I just took it off the top there. Let's go ahead and play this idea. I think I should be able to do it. And then we get 2 more. Shoot the actors without makeup. Without doing hair and makeup today, lose 2 quality but gain a time. That's okay. Reroll any number of unused dice up to 5 times each, and then put shopping cart wheels on the sets. Move and rotate any number of sets. I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to discard that one. We'll keep that one. So I'm going to start moving sets, thinking about what we've got coming up. I'd love to get this one done. So if I rotate this one, actually rotate it like this so I can get some quality for that. So I'd have 2 VFX, down 1 over. I think that's good. I think we'll do that. All right. So we're going to lose a quality, but it does say if the quality marker is below start, gain 1 quality instead. And then all the rest of them don't have anything. Now, do we slide a problem off? We do not slide the problems off. They build up. So the only thing we can't do is any action that costs us a problem to do. So, and that includes some production meetings we'll say you need to take a problem. And all right, so we lose a week and we don't take a problem. I may have just given myself 2 less weeks. I can't remember. Okay. So here, oh, that's only that. Was it move? Move and or rotate. Okay, so let's do that because that's my fault there. I forgot about that. And do that. Okay. All right. That was part of the idea we did last time. Move and or rotate any number of those, and I had forgotten that that was there because there was a dice on top of it. So here's the 2 VFX. The actor's going to go over here, and we do not have a camera. So let's work on just resolving some stuff. Let's resolve that problem so we stop getting hemorrhaged for funds. And then let's have a production meeting. Let's see what we can pull. So this new one I got was have everyone take 2 more showers than usual. Each player may immediately drop to 5 ideas until the next production meeting. Everyone's hand size is 5. You may ignore 1. Oh, I'm going to play this one. That's this turn, and I'm out of dice. Okay. This is re-roll and reassign 3 used dice. Yes, because I can re-roll those up there that were used for the problem. But the other 2 we're getting is flip an unused set piece, like a coin 3 times. If at least 2 are grid side up, gain 4. Otherwise, lose 2. I'm discarding that. I'm not a gambler. Hugs for everyone. Resolve any one problem and do not draw a problem at the start of the next turn. And we can't play that here. So, should I have even taken this action? Let's see. Doesn't say. I assume it's just discarded. Or I could choose to replace one. Let's do, because I do like this one. So I'll replace with that. I will resolve any problem. Let's stop losing quality. And do not resolve a problem at the start of the next. Do not pull a problem at the start of the next turn. So this will give us some time. Let me get these dice. Go down a week. We do not draw a problem. What did we need? We needed a camera, and we didn't get that. So I'm going to send this dice to play this idea, and I'll lower quality. Roll any number of unused dice up to 5 times each. 1. That's all we needed. Let's see if I can. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. So this is down here. So this scene costs us $2. We do go down in quality. However, this one will have us go up 2 in quality, which is good because we have that kind of doubled. I think you can use them twice. And this, I don't want to do a production meeting, but what I will do is cut corners, get 2 more money. But we have to get a problem, which is the actors have decided that their characters would only speak in whispers, an additional sound required for every scene. Okay, let's grab our dice. Oh, that was used. All right, and this might be our last turn. New problem. The VFX team has left us to make government propaganda videos. VFX assigned from now on are not wild. Okay, might be something we want to get rid of right away. This is our last round, so let's try to finish one last scene. Yes, we did figure out that you can orient them any way that you need to. We only need 4 for this one. So it would be an actor that we would need all of it to work, and I don't think it can. So our biggest hope is to get some extra time. So let's, first off, we're going to need to rearrange to do that final scene. So let's let's do that. Okay, let me take the tiles up. So you're going to need the double and then that. So I could do that with this over here. Just for that. So we do need lighting and an actor for that. We probably should resolve a problem just to be safe. Yes, let's resolve this one because I'm going to choose the option of gaining a week back. Okay, because I resolved 5 problems. All right, let's clear the dice. Go down here. Problem. Everything is going wrong at once. Whenever you resolve another problem, immediately draw a new one. Okay. All right, so the VFX wilds are gone. I don't need to worry about that. And thankfully, we rolled everything we need. I'm going to put a camera here, and here's our actor. We also need an extra sound and an extra light, which we rolled. So here's the sound, and here's a light. And we're going to do this scene right here. Costs $2. 1, 2. And we have to go down quality, so we're back at the start for that. And but this one gains a quality for us, and I know I put a dice under a gained quality. All right. All right, so we finished our 5 scenes. So let's head to the rule book to see what we've got to do. It's all the way in the back, and I'm only flipping 1 page at a time. Okay. So, your script is formed of 2 halves. We're doing Forgive Me Murder. So, let's see. There must be always one top half and bottom half of the screen. And then, this example, because there's one right here. Yeah, so I can only really score these twice. So here's a red-green scene and a red-green scene, and that's murder. So we will go up 4 in quality. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sadly, this also means that we didn't really win. Because according to the rule book here at the front, it says you need to have high enough quality to win, and it was you want to make sure that you get it out of that pink zone. Because right now the critics are calling my movie so much potential. All right, it's a comedy, action, drama. And now the rulebook does say that you can go through and create kind of a story for yourself. But we technically lost. Not technically lost, we did lose. Because we weren't able to produce enough quality. If I had just one more, we would have gotten not bad. So, I think that's how that goes. Right, just making sure here, so when you're watching it, you're not going, oh my god, he got everything wrong. Number 6. Outside the red zone. And I think the red zone is that, well, it's pink. There's another side to the board. I'll take a look at that and see if it's red. Well, that is Roll Camera. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Until next time, actually, no, we're going to head up to the table so you can hear my thoughts on this game since I'm doing kind of a review solo playthrough. See you soon, everybody. So that's Roll Camera. This game right here, this is published by Keen Bean Studio and then Grand Gamers Guild, and it even has an insert from Game Trace. I really thought this was a neat little game. It's really nice cooperative game. It's the first time you play it, you're going to be like, this is very punishing. But as time goes on, you're going to feel a bit more like you're in control. First off, can I talk about production of this game? It comes in a case like this. I think it's great. And even the game tray. Oh, give me a second. It's the board. But the game tray that holds all the components looks like a little film reel. So the theming of this game is fantastic. Creating set pieces, dealing with the budget, dealing with the schedule, making sure you've got the actors, trying to film the scenes, got the script, and of course the star is the one that can change the script. And everybody's role is really kind of neat in how that all works. And I kind of adore this game. It's so quirky. I know that a lot of people aren't going to love the idea of you got to tell the story at the end, and that's optional, I think. But I do think it lends a bit of character to what you've accomplished. I do have a few cons about the game. Um, I wish that there was more options for you to wipe the storyboards, especially when you're playing solo and you're playing as one character. And the script. I wish there was a way for you to change the script, because the luck factor with the script and with the storyboards coming out is where you do have to adapt, and it was a lot of that. And I don't mind that at all, but I can see some people being very upset that they didn't have any control over their quality because nothing came out that could have helped them with their quality. So there is that, and I think I'm just keeping an eye on a microphone. Its battery is dying. The other thing I think that some people will not like is the rapidity the rapidity and the scale of the problems as they start to build up. Now, I do like that you don't keep bringing them out, but it does stop you from doing certain actions on your board, because if you need to bring out a problem, you are told you can't use that action. So getting the intern to turn a dice face to any side, you have to do these problems. You have to take care of things, because if you don't, you're going to lose. Now, in the game that we did here, we didn't win because we didn't get our quality out of there, and the critics weren't so kind about our action dramatic comedy movie. So, let's see. I did like the building the set pieces. At first, I felt a little restricted with the one I got right away, because it had you could only place the lighting on this spot, but it made me adapt. It made me have to buy stuff. I love that it's all budget and production, and it's all shared between the players. When I played with Jen, it just felt like we were constantly hemorrhaging money the whole time, because the scenes we wanted to film were always in the $4 spot with you get a week back, yes, but it was always kind of in that position. People who love movies and who love the process of making movies are going to really enjoy this game. I think the theme is very strong. People, like I said, I think the complaints are going to come from things like you feel like maybe you don't have enough spots for where you can put your dice, because there were definitely times you saw in the playthrough that I did where I just kind of had one dice left over. So there is that, but there are options for you to use one dice spots depending on what's open and with the problems and everything. But sometimes you have to pay in quality or an extra money. But those are the decisions you really need to make. And I love the idea that there is a possibility that you are going to put a dice down to do something, and then the person next to you who's going next, this doesn't really happen in the solo game, can choose to pick it up. I tried to stage some problems, like fixing some problems when I played with Jen, but she was just like, I see more value in picking that dice up and re-rolling it than trying to predict what will happen with the problem. Who did she have? She had the director, and I can't remember what the director did, and it's all packed away here. This game is fun. I really I enjoy it so much. I'm giving it an 8.25 out of 10. Like I said, I can see some people having problems with it, but I think if you really love movies and the process of making movies, and you know the lingo from the set and all that, then I think this one's for you. I know the expansion B-movie is on its way, and I look forward to seeing what that adds to this game. And that is Roll Camera, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. If you have any questions, please ask them down in the comments below. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Give us a thumbs up on the video if you liked what you saw, and we'll see you all next time, everybody. Thanks for joining me for this solo playthrough and review.